How y'all doing? Tonight we're going to make a chicken pot pie. It's a really good little recipe, pretty easy to do, and it's one of my wife's favorites actually. And I'm changing it up a little bit tonight, you'll see, but I'm going to try to put a bottom crust on a pie. And normally I just have this top crust on this chicken pot pie, but we'll see how it does tonight, so you'll have to, bear with me on that one, just in case that bottom crust didn't turn out right. We'll just say leave that out, but I think it'll be just fine. First, what we're going to start off with here, in a bowl, I got some mixed vegetables. Just some corn, peas, carrots, stuff like that. This is about 16 ounces mixed vegetables, frozen, not thawed out. We'll pour them in this bowl. Right then, I'm going to take some canola oil, put a couple tablespoons of this in there, just to get a little bit of lubrication on those. Let's see, about 2 tablespoons, so like that. And go ahead and just mix that around. And just get a nice little oil on those. Because what we're going to try to do, we're going to brown these vegetables. Might be a little bit more oil. These are going to be real good. So we get a good taste of these peas, especially. Okay, so I got my vegetables. I got me a cook sheet with aluminum foil on there. We'll pour that on there. Get all the vegetables out of there. Now they all stuck to the side and everything else. Oh well. Get them out. Alright, got that going. I'm going to spread these out thin. We don't want them really piled up on top of each other. Now I've got the oven preheated to 400 degrees. Now I'm going to set these in the oven. I'm going to let them bake. I'm not sure exactly how long it's going to take. I'm guessing probably about 10 or 12 minutes. I'm going to let these vegetables brown just a little bit right there on top. Okay, meanwhile, while that's browning down, I'm going to take about 3 tablespoons, maybe not quite 3. I'm going to take 1 tablespoon, a heaping tablespoon of butter. I'm going to melt it right here in this big old fry pan. Okay, got that butter melted. Now I'm going to hit it with some Trinity. Bell pepper, onion, and celery. Got about 12 ounces of frozen Trinity here. We're going to cook that down right there in that heaping tablespoon of butter. Okay, while I'm cooking the water out of this frozen Trinity here, I'm going to go ahead and add to my back burner pot. I've got 2 cups of chicken broth. Add just about that whole 2 cups. Well, actually, that's a little 2 cups, so let's let that out. And I got a half a cup of milk, just 2%. I'm going to have that getting warm back up here. We're going to add all that later, but I said might as well just get it going. So we'll have that going there, and I'm still watching these peas down here. They ain't brown yet. They've been in there for about 7 minutes, so I guess it takes a little longer than I thought. Okay, now we cook most of the water out of this. I got a can of peas here, about a 15-ounce can. I'm going to add about half that can of peas, like a little bit extra peas in there. See if I can get a little bit of browning going on with them. Just go ahead and we'll stir those on in. Try to cook some of the water out of those peas as well. I drained the water, by the way, out of the peas. Okay, now that I got the water absorbed up out of those peas and everything, I got 3 tablespoons more butter. We'll put that in there. We'll melt this butter down. On with that butter, I've got 1 sprig of green onions that I just chopped up, roughly chopped. We'll put that in there. We'll go ahead and make sure my milk and stuff's heated up. And I checked those vegetables again. It's been about 12 minutes. I think they're just about as brown as I want them, but I'll let them go for a minute while I do this. So, we'll just melt this butter. All this butter melted in here. Now that the butter's melted, we're going to pretty much make us a roux in here. Because I've got some flour. I've got 3 tablespoons of flour I'm going to add in there. And I've got 1 heaping teaspoon of curry powder. We'll add this in here to all this melted butter and these vegetables. It should clump up good. We'll stir this around. We'll see. Oh yeah, you can smell that curry powder. Wow. I like to put curry powder, that yellow curry powder and stuff with chicken, things like that. It's going to start to clump up. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to add this liquid. which was the 2 cups of stock, a half cup of milk. Add a little bit at a time. And we're just going to thicken it when we add it here to this roux, which was a very, very white roux, as you would say, very early roux in stage. It's going to thicken up real thick. You can see how it is doing right there. So we add that little piece in, get all the lumps, clumps out, add some more. And just keep adding. Little bit by little bit till we get all this liquid worked in here and make a nice thick sauce that we will eventually put inside the pie. Okay, so we got all that broth and the milk mixed in here to the roux. You can see it's kind of like a thick soup. I've got these vegetables here. I got them out of the oven. We'll go ahead and scrape them off in there. Try not to make too big of a mess. Yeah. So. Whenever you get too brown, so you get a little white in spots. You know, that's fine. As long as they're cooked, they've got that nice little taste to them. Probably got a sweet taste sitting there baking right there. You can see some brown bits there on the bottom of the foil. Okay. Go ahead and stir those in. Now I got some spices that I want to add too. I've got 2 tablespoons of dried parsley, about a teaspoon of Slap Your Mama, and a pinch of salt. Now I think it'll be a good time to add that. Let's stir that in. I'm going to go ahead and turn my heat down a little bit because I don't want this to burn on the bottom. Last but not least, I've got probably about 3 to 4 cups of shredded baked chicken from earlier, and we'll add this in here. Yum. Hopefully we have room for it all. If not, I just may have to snack on some of it. And we're going to just kind of fold that in there. Now I'm going to take this off the heat and we'll get our pan ready to start with the rest of it. One last thing before I move from this pan, I forgot I have one last ingredient, 1 can of condensed cream of chicken soup. That goes in there as well. I can get it all in there. It says put this in pretty much toward the very last, it'll be just fine. We're just going to stir this in with everything, with the chicken, with all that, and we'll go ahead and we'll get started on making the pie itself. Okay, now let's start putting this pie together. What I have here, I have just a Pyrex pan, and I've just bought 2 pie shells from the grocery store in the frozen section, let them thaw for about 10 or 15 minutes, and just pressed them out here in this Pyrex. It's not perfect at all, but I think it should work for a little bit of bottom crust. So we go ahead and put this filling in here. Oh, I almost go right at once. So if we don't got too much filling. Alright. Oh yeah, it looks going to be about perfect. Just go ahead and get this filling down here around its crust. Then, the important part, the really neat part, is we're going to put a top crust on here. What we're going to use, I'll show you in just a second. Get all this pushed out. Because I've got some more crescent rolls. Just a pack of crescent rolls. I'm going to unroll these. Dang it. Packaging. Kind of like the Milwaukee biscuits or something. There we go. Now, I'm going to see if I can just unroll this all out in one sheet. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? No, probably not. Let's see. Maybe. Well, no. What we'll do is we'll just go through here and I'll piece together these crescent rolls triangles and how they come just to cover the top layer of the chicken pot pie. And it's going to make a nice crispy crust there on top. So I'll just keep on going like this, flipping around, working the top, and try to get these to cover the whole top. I got 2 packs of them, by the way. Okay, as you can see, I got the top covered. Of course it's not perfect. Looks a little sloppy. It doesn't have to be. It's not going to be. I'm going to take this, I'm going to pop it back in that oven. It's still 400 degrees. I'm hoping it can go for about 20 or 25 minutes. It all depends on how brown this top's getting. So I'm going to pop it in there. I'm going to check it after about 10 minutes. Okay, so I've had the pot pie in there for about 10 minutes now. Checking it. Looks really good. That top looks perfect. Nice golden brown. So we'll go ahead and take it out. Oh, should have grabbed it. We'll set up here up top. And it looks really, really good to me. I'm going to let it sit here for a few minutes just to cool off some and everything before I start to cut into it. Okay, let's go ahead and cut into it, see how she looks. Part over here in the corner, I guess. Yeah. Nice and crunchy. Nice big piece here. I need a new spatula. I'll tell you when this one just didn't want to hold up. Anything out of here. Let's use play a little bit. Alright, that looks great. Get that out of there. All that nice chicken, everything else. Really good dinner here. And we'll go ahead and try it and I'll let you know what I think. Okay, I tasted it and the underside of the crescent rolls tasted a little bit underdone to me. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to flip them over just like this. It wasn't hard to do. And cook it just a minute more with the other sides turned up like that. Inside is perfect. I think last time I did this, it's been a while, I rolled the crescent rolls out a little bit thinner. I'll let it go about 5 or 10 more minutes and let you know. Okay, so I just took it out of the oven. It was in there for another 10 minutes. I think this really did the trick. This really kind of crisped up the top. Fully cooked everything. Like I said, I would suggest next time I'm going to roll that out, the crescent rolls out a little bit thinner. Or either maybe get, I didn't have it at the grocery store, I had get some puff pastry topping and just use that. I think that's a lot thinner. And oh yeah, that crust underneath there really crisp up this time too. You see if I can get this out of here without tearing everything up. There we go, just get that out. I'll get my little piece of crust and put that right there on top. And I tell you what, the filling is really, really good. I'll go ahead and taste it this time and make sure everything is just perfect. And here we go. Ooh, hot. But really, really good. This time, like I said, great recipe. You just have to tweak that crust a little bit. Either flip it like I did, roll it out a little thinner, or maybe use a puff pastry. But all in all, I think it's a really great recipe. Really, really tasty stuff.